Hey, this is a little update video. So I just did the new marriage video. It's uploading right now. My Wi-Fi's horrible where I live, so it takes like a long time, but I'm getting that fixed on Monday. The way that it works though now, because I have Patreon, is anybody that pays for the monthly service gets early access to the video. So for example, tonight I'm going to post a private link to the new marriage video on Patreon. For any level tier. If you're paying the $3 a month, you get early access, plus you get extra content. And then once I give people that pay for the service the opportunity to watch it first, then I post it publicly. So you're still gonna get the videos, it's just, it's gonna be a day later than what it would be if you were paying for the service. There's different tiers for membership. I encourage you to check it out if you like my content. It just gives me a way to not be so baggy. Get a fucking job. Blah, blah, blah. So, okay, well, I'm making it a job now, and I'm putting a lot of effort into it. I've already posted a lot of stuff on there. But now I got somebody that works for the production company that's putting out my documentary who's going to be charged specifically in posting extra content. And I'm just going to be posting stories. So I'm going to put quite a bit of exclusive stuff on there. You'll still get the story videos on here. Like I said, it's just going to be like a day or two sometimes later. It just depends. I want to make sure that people that are paying for the early access are actually getting what they paid for. Another thing is, I've mentioned it before, people that ordered books specifically. Books are a nightmare for me. It got disorganized. It got like people sending me stuff on Venmo, sending me stuff on GoFundMe, and then my emails just flooded. Like, honestly, I get so many emails now that sometimes I don't even see. A lot of times I don't see stuff that comes in. Like today, someone wrote my wife on Venmo, is like, hey, like I ordered this in December. What's up? So what I did is we refunded him the money, and I ordered him a book off Amazon, not signed, but I'll always make it right, but please don't ask me for new books right now, signed. I got to catch up on that, and I can't even do raffles until I clear that stuff up, and it wasn't my fault. It's just, well, I guess it was my fault, but it was just not being organized, not having one way to do it. When I get up to 10,000 subscribers, you can sell products and merchandise directly on YouTube. It's just a link, you put your address, and it's guaranteed, because I can have a third party actually ship them out and be on top of it, so I don't have to do that, because it's really, really tough for me to get it all done and then try to juggle all the other stuff. So if you've ordered something, what I'm going to do right now, I'm pretty sure that I've addressed everyone, but once in a while I get random emails. I think maybe there's like 6 or 7 people out there that haven't gotten either, well, the last raffle batch, because I had to get some of the stuff signed by outside people, I just decided not to send that stuff until everything's done. I have everything now. I'm sending that stuff out. Unless it's a book, any signed memorabilia that you want in a raffle is going out on Monday. I have it all now. I have the blotter. I'll always send, if you ordered something and it didn't come, I can send the blotter. I can like overnight that, and I'll cover shipping. It's my mistake, and I always go out of my way to try to make it correct. So there's that, and what's the other thing? Narcan. So a lot of people have asked me. I sent out, I want to say 14 of them so far, but I'd say like 300 people have asked me. If I responded to you already, that means you have it coming, and I also delegated some of that responsibility to some of my friends that get it. So in California, a lot of methadone clinics, a lot of needle exchanges give them away for free. I'm trying to get those to everybody that I can. I mean, if you're a heroin addict, even if you're clean, you should have that in your house. And I think it's bullshit that they charge so much in some parts of the country. So I'm working on getting more of them right now. If you have access to them and you want to start helping me send them to people, by all means, email me and I'll cover the shipping. I'll PayPal you, whatever. I have fucked so many people over in my life. I just feel morally obligated to do something, you know? And putting people in rehab, as much as I wanted to do that, it's just like that industry is so corrupt and so many people are doing insurance scams. And I saw that, like, it's funny, the people that are doing, like, listen, if someone's telling you they can get you into a rehab but you need PPO insurance, they are scamming you. Do not do that. Google it. There's a million rehabs where you don't need a third-party middlemaning it. Don't fall for that. Anyone that's doing that, if you're preying on somebody's misfortune that genuinely needs help and you're profiting off that because you're middlemaning a fucking free service, they're getting kickbacks from insurance companies. Do not support that. I don't support that. And so I tried to get all these I did get 3 scholarships for people. All 3 of those people went AWOL on me. So, like, those rehabs are like, you sent us, like, you know, you sent us drug addicts. I'm like, well, yeah, what do you want me to send you, you know? You want me to send you journalists or something? It's like, it's not who goes to rehab is drug addicts. But point is the one way that I know that I can help people is sending Narcan out, because it doesn't cost very much. I can, like, ship that for like $4 or $5. I'm willing to do that. It makes me feel better. Maybe it's for a selfish reason, just because I'm karmically fucking handicapped at this point and I just want good things to happen for me and my family, so I'm willing to do that. You don't owe me anything. You don't have to cover shipping. I don't care. In fact, if I pay for it, it gives me what I need to do it. You know, I'm not like a big 12-step guy. I do have a sponsor that's like having me do step work, but I don't go to, I hate meetings. But regardless of what you're using to stay off drugs, being altruistic is, you know, a common thread between all recovery models, religions. It's just a good way to be. You know, you should do something nice for a random person, random act of kindness every day. If every single person did that, we would live in a better place. And believe me, I lived my life just being an absolute piece of shit, dope fiend, selfish fuck for the vast majority of my life. And I'm not saying that I'm still a narcissistic asshole, and I know that, but I also, you know, I have good attributes too. I'm generous, you know, I'm honest, I'm loyal, I help people out, and I'm not generous just for some self-serving reason. You know, it's not just because I feel like helping other people. It's because I remember what it was like to have nothing. I remember what it was like to literally be broke, you know? There are periods in my life, like, I forgot to go into this in the Doom marriage video that I was just talking about, but that period that I was talking about today on the last video, I remember it got to a point where I couldn't afford food anymore. You know, it was either drugs or food. And what I would do is I'd just go to a pizza shop, you know, one of those pizza shops where you sit down and eat. You know how people, like, sometimes don't eat the crust or eat, like, you know, have half-eaten pizzas? I would just go in there with a trash bag and grab all of the pizza that I could find. And then I would go to 7-Eleven at like 2 or 3 in the morning every night. Between that time, 2 and 3, they would throw away all the hot dogs, cheeseburgers, all the stuff that they couldn't use. You know, there's only a certain period they have to, you know, to sell that stuff, or they have to get rid of it. And I would know that, so they would just donate it, and I was living off that. So I remember what it was like to struggle. And I remember I've been in a million situations, literally probably the 20, 30 times where somebody overdosed and we tried these home remedies, and sometimes it didn't work. Sometimes people died. I've seen people die. My best friend, or one of my best friends, you know, he literally was one of my best friends, like my closest inner circle, died in November. If Narcan was at that house, I think he might still be alive. I'm not sure. But every time I help somebody with Narcan, I feel like, you know, it's a little tip of the hat to him, you know, a little tribute to his life. So maybe I'll start a nonprofit and I'll just start trying to hook up everyone with Narcan. And then maybe someone from Big Pharm will come and shoot me with a silencer, because that seems to be how they're doing it these days. They do not want people helping people. And I think that's why marijuana's been illegal for so long. I think they're petrified of what that substance can do for people with pain, depression. I mean, there's a number of medicinal purposes, and, you know, you're seeing a lot of those efforts trying to be controlled. I mean, it's not coincidental. There's a lot of foul shit going on out there. The least we can do is help other junkies out by making Narcan more accessible. So that's what I'm doing. Patreon is my new thing. I'm not gonna be on here being like, I can't afford gas. No, none of that. It's simply YouTube will go on as usual. My normal patterns of posting videos. If you pay for it, you get it earlier, you get bonus stuff, you get content. If you really like what I'm doing, support me and my work. It's a good way to do so, and it gives me some dignity back. Shit, I hate, it's demoralizing, like, I'm, basically panhandling. So those are the things. Please don't ask for books anymore. When I have them, I will make a video and I'll be like, look, I have a stack of them. I've ordered them. Dude, it takes forever to get them, and it's so fucking annoying. So I'll run out, and then people order more, and it's, oh my God, it's a night. And then you forget who sent what, and we have a list, but like sometimes the same person's name, like it's like 2 errands, and you're just like, dude, like you get confused. So, I don't know. I had good intentions with that. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I've made, come on, you guys can comment and back me up. I've made it right with 90% of the people. I'm working on the last whatever. And if you get something international, it takes longer. I mean, obviously. But I'm trying to figure it all out, and I do appreciate you guys. Check out the Patreon. Some of the stuff I've made public, and like even the first videos, they're not like hidden, but now I'm starting to do private videos on YouTube so that people can't just like circumvent the Patreon process and watch all the content I want. That's kind of bullshit. It's like, so anyway, I love you guys. Palabra.